I can't remember the exact date, but investigation is started when I knew. For us, we don't work with the press. So this investigation started when ISO, it was ISO that was a whistleblower. The GISO of one of the sub-counties, I can't remember the name of the sub-county, in Namusindwa, informed the ISO director, Mr. Luka, that there was a problem. People were selling iron sheets. So Luka calls me, and then we said, let us now institute investigations. So that is how the State House Anti-Corruption Unit entered. That's how they started also using our usual tactics to buy iron sheets to establish the truth. So that was before all of you got to know this information. So together with the PS, we started involving investigating officers. Now, let me give you a brief of the procurement. I've organized the copy for you. Of the procurement and distribution of iron sheets, the Prime Minister. The Office of the Prime Minister in the year 2021-22 procured iron sheets for different affirmative ministries using budgets of respective departments. In particular, during the financial year 2021-22, the Minister of Karamoja Affairs obtained a supplementary budget of 39.94 billion, out of which 7,164,996,934 was utilized to procure 95,044 iron sheets, gauge 28. Prior to this, the Office of the Prime Minister has for a number of years been procuring and distributing the relief items, including iron sheets, hose, knapsack sprayers, tarpaulins, jerrycans, plates, food, under different portfolios, and keeping all these items in the store of the Office of the Prime Minister located at Nabbanja. The iron sheets procured by different affirmative ministries under my office includes Karamoja Affairs, Teso Affairs, Bunyoro Affairs, Northern Uganda, Ruwero Rwenzori, Disaster Preparedness, and Refugees, and are used to support interventions towards restoration during restoration of livelihoods of the vulnerable and social infrastructure in the disadvantaged communities. At a meeting of leaders and stakeholders from Karamoja, the President convened at State House Entebbe. Discussions were held in regard to possible interventions that could be undertaken to restore security and peace in Karamoja. During that meeting, the President directed that iron sheets be procured as part of the pacification and disarmament program for Karamoja under a multi-sectoral operation. Arising from his directive, a total of 95,044 iron sheets were procured for Karamoja sub-region. In addition, the meeting agreed for an emergency funding to be provided for the Office of the Prime Minister under the Karamoja Affairs that was in December 2021, to have a supplementary budget of 39,940,000,000. And this money was released for interventions, including procurement of iron sheets, GOTS, coordinating peace building and awareness. The iron sheets and GOTS were to be distributed to reformed warriors. And some to vulnerable households. Please let me read first, then you will give them copies, because you are going to divert their attention. And the widows who lost their loved ones due to rustling. I was informed by the accounting officer and the PS, Office of the Prime Minister, that the Office of the Prime Minister procured iron sheets for different affirmative ministries using their respective budgets and departments as shown in the table below. I have a table. Maybe they can put that table for you. If you can put that table only. The summary. So let me go to the distribution. Initially, the total number of Karamoja intended beneficiaries was 3,339 households, and where each would get 26 pieces of iron sheets. And that would culminate into a total of 86,814. But because we bought from the company, the producing companies, that is roofings, the price went down, and that's how we got a total of 95,044 iron sheets. And the beneficiaries now increased to 3,655 households. Identification of beneficiaries. In a meeting I held in Moroto, attended by local leaders from LC3, LC5, and members of parliament, the line ministries, and another meeting in my office, attended by both ministers for Karamoja, that is the Honorable Agnes Nandutu and the Honorable Chitutu, the members of parliament from Karamoja, and the permanent secretary in the office of the Prime Minister. We agreed on a harmonized list of beneficiaries. This was to be done by the district leadership, comprising of LC5, RDC, COWS, and members of parliament in consultation with Brigadier General Bari Kudembe, the commander of the 3rd Division. Accordingly, district leaders submitted their lists to the office of the Prime Minister. Immediately thereafter, the honorable members of parliament from Karamoja also submitted lists stating that the district leaders had left their people. This not only made the number of beneficiaries bigger, but also presented with contradictions to the guidelines regarding the criteria of identification of beneficiaries. A process of harmonization was embarked on, including consulting Brigadier General Bari Kudembe, the commander of the 3rd Division of UPDF, since he had information regarding the reformed warriors, the Karachunas. You are hearing about Karachunas? Yes. I have a list of these people. These are lists of those people they brought to benefit on the iron sheets. It's too difficult because the list overbloated, and that caused a delay. So the process of harmonizing these lists according to the accounting officer, and the PS, and those people concerned took too long. The honorable MPs kept insisting of including the names of their people, and a petition from the district local government contesting the inclusion of the MPs lists was also a factor of the delay because they kept on coming. December 2022, I held a number of meetings with the MPs of Karamoja and the ministers on the need to harmonize. We were seated here. If there was a member from Karamoja, he would have testified to this. So far, I am informed that 3 districts, that is Nakapilipilit, Kalenga, and Moroto, have partially received 9,000 iron sheets. And that is 6,500 iron sheets to Nakapilipilit, out of which 5,000 iron sheets was taken through the cow, and 1,500 iron sheets was taken through the Honorable Esther Nyakun, the Minister of State Relief and Disaster Preparedness, who is also the Member of Parliament for Nakapilipilit. 1,500. But the total, they have got a total of 6,500. That is what I got from the audit report they gave us here. So, in addition, 1,500 iron sheets to Kalenga was taken through the Honorable Lily Rose Akero, the Member of Parliament, who is also the Minister of Ethics and Integrity. The 1,000 iron sheets were taken to Moroto, and these were the ones His Excellency the President used during the launch of the program. So let me talk about the requisition of iron sheets by my minister, the Honorable Mary Chitutu. Minister. Things were being done differently. And I want to thank you for appreciating the fact that I've also put some systems here. Since 2007, this office has been donating iron sheets. Even in Karamoja, you were there. Where are they?
That's why I'm saying that you need to be interested.
So I already picked, no, my sister, I already picked interest. That's why you are seeing those iron sheets with that brand. To me, I told these people that that is an achievement. And I want to thank my brother. You know, we are products of our brother Masiko. They are the ones who train us in Chankwanzi. Intelligence auditing. I used the experience I had in Parliament as the chair of audit committee. I want you also to appreciate that I am the one who started that office. I am the one who put systems. I am the one who came up with the audit charter you people are using at Parliament. Yes, there are certain things with some of us don't have a chance to speak. Because, no, I came here and people were just giving out, jerry cans, what? Remember what I started with? The blankets anyhow. So I have done some work and I want to be appreciated by this country. And this has not gone very well with some of my people, by the way. There are those you did not even invite and they came. The fight started when I said, no, let us give money, cash, to the rightful beneficiaries. Do you remember the Nabbanja cash? Some people wanted to give them posho, beans. And then I said, but the beans, by the time they reach the rightful beneficiary, you have to hire a vehicle. You have to hire, these people who were taking the maize flour and the rake. So I said, if the money, 100,000, goes to an individual, that individual will even buy this food cheaply. You are seeing me struggle to have those people of Bududa and Namusindwa and these other districts, on Mount Elgon enclaves. relocated. Some people don't want that because they claim their job will be over. But as Ugandans continue to do what? To die. But I'm moving, my brothers and sisters. We must help our people when we are in these positions. I am telling you, it's not easy, but we are trying. And I want to thank you for coming. I want to commend you for the work you are doing. It has brought some of these things which some of us did not know. And to me, this investigation is leaving me stronger than how I was before, because now I know all these tricks. Yes, and I promise to perform better. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right Honorable.
Have told us yes, no. Yes, they took some, but we still have iron sheets in the store. So to me, it's good, and you have really relieved us as a committee and also the country. Because the Karamajong, when we were there, they said, we don't have iron sheets. And then the money is not there. And it was meant for them. So thank you so much for that protection. However, I would like you, your office, to take interest, very keen interest, much as they are investigating. Be there, and I know you can manage. Find out whether these, even the iron sheets that you have been sending religiously, even before you, whether they reach. Find out. Be interested. Find out this issue of the GOTS program. Yes, we are also investigating. We are going to give you the report, but even before, because government must continue working, be interested in knowing how your people even procured, what happened in this, because it all comes to the Prime Minister's office. Be interested to know what you issue, whether it's really reaches.
By the way, you came late. But if you had come earlier, in my earlier submission, I want